TikTok time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world. Your friendly neighborhood philosopher here, D Wood. And not sure everyone's been noticing, but the Dawah wars have been erupting all over the place. And you don't want to get too far behind that. Definitely not in the zit sense, but you don't want to get too far behind because since there are new Dawah wars every day, then you'll just never catch up if you miss something. So we want to get everyone up to date on the Dawah wars so that as more and more things are happening, we can cover them and people will be familiar with the history of the Dawah wars. And Today we're focusing on the Dawah Babes Revolution. So historically, just like with everything else, historically, Muslim leaders have been able to keep their people insulated from hearing criticisms against Islam, from hearing presentation of the gospel and so on. But that all changed with the internet. Now we kind of have open access, not in the Zut sense, but we have open access to Muslims around the world, and their leaders can no longer protect them, and that's why you're getting the avalanche of apostasy. People can hear the truth now, but simultaneously with that, these Muslim men have been able to keep ladies under control by various means, that both by the state and just if all else fails, you get to beat a woman into submission in Islam. But now we're in a different time where Muslim ladies can just go on TikTok live and talk all they want, and guys can't stop them, and guys are losing their minds. Guys are losing their minds not being able to control these women. So you're getting this revolution of Muslim women on TikTok and other platforms saying, "Yeah, you guys don't control us anymore, and you better watch how you treat us, or we'll expose you on TikTok," and so on. So these are indeed fun times. So we're going to focus on that. Focus on that right now, and got Jai and DOC here. How you guys doing?
What is up?
Well, hello.
Yeah, this is, as David said, quite a revolutionary time for Muslim women. They're used to just being put in their place or being, in a position where they could get beaten if they say something, they speak up. And so now they have a voice. The young Muslim women have a voice, and they come together on places like TikTok, and they voice their opinions, and they see that there's thousands and thousands and thousands of other Muslimas who think just like them. And so that's what starts the revolution.
So the Dawah guys, not only are they fighting within each other, the women are fighting them too. So it's not good times for them.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even putting it all together like that, but like I always mention, I tell people how much better it is if you're Christian dealing with doing apologetics, dealing with Islam now. I tell people how much better it is now than it was like 20 years ago when I was getting started. Everyone attacked you in 2005, 2007, 2009, and so on. Everyone attacked you. If you were out there criticizing Islam, you had Muslims attacking you and sending you death threats and so on. You had atheists, because this was during the height of the new atheism. So atheists were telling you to shut up. If you're from a different religion, then you're just saying your sky daddy's better than the other sky daddy, and they'd make fun of you for that. But Christians would blast you as well. How dare you criticize another person's religion? You're going to hurt their feelings, and if you hurt someone's feelings, then they're just never going to listen to you. So you just heard from Christians endlessly that everything you're doing is wrong, and it's just going to destroy evangelism, and no one will ever reach Muslims with the gospel and so on. So you caught it from every direction, not like Muhammad did, but you caught it from every single direction. And it sucked. Let me tell you, it sucked. You had to have mental problems. But let me put it this way. You had to have mental problems. So that's some of us who were able to continue through that. Or you had to be just have an extremely aggressive and confrontational mindset to where if someone's messing with you're not backing down and stuff. Or you had to be extremely loving, like you love Muslims so much and you want to reach them with the gospel so much you don't care. You don't care if you're getting blasted from every direction. Again, not like Muhammad, but
Mhm.
so it really sucked back then. But now, well, that's basically the situation the Dawah guys are in right now, because they're getting just completely destroyed from ex-Muslims and from Christian apologists and so on. They're getting absolutely destroyed, but they're all fighting with each other as well. They're all attacking each other, and the latest installment of that is Jake attacking everyone else and everyone else attacking Jake. Total meltdown. But now on top of that, you have just Dawah babes versus Dawah bros war. So this does not sound like a good time to be a Dawah guy. I wonder if they'll be able to make it in 2026. I wonder. Huh. Interesting. And on top of all that, when Dawah guys go into panic mode, because they love attacking everything else and everyone else's position. They don't like having to defend. And right now they're having to defend and they're losing their minds. And so what are they doing? They're doxing everybody and things like that, which is causing the biggest campaign of Quran desecration the world has ever seen. And now they have to deal with that. Gosh, this is not a good year for them. Not a good year. Wild stuff.
Yeah, and can you imagine if it's like the Muslim women who have a part in taking down the Dawah scene? Like, so what we're going to see from these clips today these are like viral on TikTok. There was like a trend about this, but the comments as well, we didn't highlight the comments, but the comments are saying things like, I might as well just become a Christian. I might as well leave Islam. I might as well, like, they're actually, you have thousands of likes for these comments. It's just crazy to see how many young Muslim women think like this, and they're just sick. They're sick of the control and the power that the men have over them, and they're tired of it, and they're actually speaking up. So it would be very we imagine that if it's like the woman who make Islam crumble.
That would be ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. There's something really like super disturbing. Hang on one second. David, you should cut 31 stick figures from Quran pages and recreate events from the night of Al-Zut. Someone already did that. They made little wire figures and then covered them in Quran pages and stuff. That's over on X. I shared that. But yeah, people are coming up with all kinds of awesome things. So lots of things are getting done. And then we have David, my wife, is hooked on your content. She called me at work to ask if you're live today. So smart,
Wow.
smart woman. And this is, brought this up because this is a good show for the ladies out there. It's a good show for the ladies out there.
You enjoy this one.
Yeah, she liked this one.
You like this one.
Yeah. And ladies need to stand in solidarity with your sisters who are trapped by Islam and help expose that stuff so they can get out of it. What always seems really stupid to me is you'll get the reverts, right? You'll get the reverts, and you'll get these blonde-haired, blue-eyed Scandinavian reverts, and hey, I'm gonna TikTok my journey, blah blah blah, and they'll be defending and promoting Islam, but then they'll be like, and I don't have to wear the hijab. I've looked at it for myself, and no, you can stop sending me messages now. I've looked at it for myself and I've concluded that I don't have to wear a hijab. So stop messaging me. I don't need my box filled up every day. I've seen tons of clips like that.
Yep.
And it's like ladies, are you stupid? The only reason you can run your mouth like that is because you're living in a Western nation. The moment Islam takes over, you're not going to be talking back to guys like that. You're not going to, I don't have to do it. Yes, you will have to do what they say. Yes, you absolutely will have to do what they say. So it's just weird. It's we love our freedom and we get to do what we want. Not if you actually get your way. So you're actually saying you have this freedom, but you're promoting an ideology which will destroy the freedom that you apparently like. And it's just like, gosh, how stupid can you be here? Weird stuff. Let's take these first couple super chats and then we'll jump into this video. Can you make a rhyme about the Dawah guys? You see, David Al-Zut de Sagea is superior. Oh, we've already got a few rhymes. People sending me songs. God will pour out his spirit in the last days. Do Islam believe in the demon legion? Many in one. Hint. Well, this demon-possessed child went to another child, told Easter Bunny is real, and 2 demon-possessed children walking, 1 demon in many. I didn't understand all of that. I understood the things separately, but not all together. I would marry an ex-Muslima over a feminist.
Make sure she's a Christian.
Yeah, make
Yeah,
sure
be a
she's
good idea.
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucked back in the day, not like Muhammad and the Al-Zut. Yeah, that's totally different thing. All right, we ready to check this out?
Yes.
Let's go.
sir.
All right, guys. So we have Dawah Babes versus Dawah Bros. We're going to check this out. So, little side note, guys. So we're going to watch this. I'll also be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern with Thaddeus. Got a bunch of requests for the debate between, AP and Issa on one side and Junior and someone else. I forget what his partner is named. Not familiar with him, but they had a debate and AP showed a little bit of the infamous Junior with a monkey clip last night. People kept messaging me and posting comments talking about what Junior did to the poor monkey and so on. So AP showed a little bit of that last night, but we're going to go ahead and check out just we're not going to watch the whole thing. We're going to watch the opening statements and rebuttals and then the monkey stuff, because certainly hope this doesn't catch on in Dawah. These guys doing things to poor monkeys. So we'll be doing that later, but also I just posted a fundraiser for Giant DOC. They are moving to the U.S. and basically showing up with just their clothes and their laptops. So they'll have close to nothing. So I made set up a GoFundMe to cover various expenses associated with their big move. So you can check that out. I posted a little video about it. I'll also pin it in the comment after the show. So if you're watching this later, it'll be there. And we can give them a nice welcome to the U.S. here. All right. So
We just want to say thank you so much for that. And thank you, everybody, for all of your support, all of your prayers, and all your love. Really, it's like very humbling to see this. And it's the first time experiencing something like this. So thank you guys so much.
We can't wait to see you guys.
We're so excited. We're so excited.
All right, and now we have Dawah Babes versus Dawah Bros. One of the big Dawah wars going on right now. And let's see what we got here.
We just need to create system to protect each other, and the problem is we're not. We're just attacking each other.
And that starts with accountability, brother. Like I said, this whole Dawah bro scene has become a mess, right? I used to watch Ali Dawah's videos when I was like 15, and what he was doing was great, going to random people, speaking about Islam. That is Dawah. Dawah is an invitation calling people to Allah. But when we're sitting there using our platforms to speak about the battle of the sexes and men and women, and with all due respect, Ali, you brought that absolute nutbag, Mehdi Tijani, to sit with you guys on a podcast, a guy who literally admitted that he beat up his ex-partner and was restricted from seeing his children. What kind of message do you think you're sitting there? And the guy sat there talking about, if my wife is giving birth, I'm just going to leave her to get on with it and I'll be at home kicking my feet up. And if I get a maid...
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yep. The women are angry.
This escalated instantly.
Yep.
Yep.
No,
this lady's gonna be a prominent feature. She's like giving it to the Dawah bros like crazy,
And she's popular.
and she's popular on TikTok.
No, that is crazy because she's spitting hot fire at these guys, putting them in their place. And again, you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that in lots of places around the world. So let me back up a few seconds here.
I think you're sitting there, and the guy sat there talking about, if my wife is giving birth, I'm just going to leave her to get on with it and I'll be at home kicking my feet up. And if I get a maid, I'm going to marry. It was very macho talk.
My wife went into labor.
Yes.
And I said to Habibti, mashallah, you got this?
Yeah.
Called the ambulance. They were on their way.
Yeah.
Made sure the door was open. I said, I'm off to bed. Not just that, on the new iPhone, on the 13 onwards, you can put the white noise.
Yes.
I put the ocean wave thing on, bruv, so that I'm not disturbed because it was early in the morning.
Okay.
Like next to my ear. Do
Okay.
you understand?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, a couple hours later, we got a baby.
You're just chatting.
No,
It's not chatting.
No, this is real story.
If you want your house clean, hire me a maid.
I agree with Sister Amira. I agree. I'll hire the maid and I'll marry the maid. I'll marry the maid.
Okay. So you know,
Why? Because I'll hire her and marry her.
Very boy talk.
That's
You guys
That's
got
what
this?
she's referring to. We want to show the clips that she was referring to there.
You guys see that? That's apparently mainstream Dawah now. Like they all went Andrew Tate. They already thought like that, but what did they have to pretend like 15 years ago? Oh, Islam is the religion of just loving women, and Muhammad was the greatest feminist of all time. That's what they said 15 years ago. They didn't believe any of that nonsense, but they said it because that's how you would dupe women into converting to Islam. And now it's oh yeah, you're giving birth to my child. Yeah, go to the hospital and keep your mouth shut. I'm not interested. Maybe I'll check him out later after he's born. And oh, if you want the house, and then one of the ladies talks back, hey, if you want your house clean, get me a maid. I'll get the maid. I'll bang her too. What do you?
Wow.
Welcome to Dawah, guys. Welcome to Dawah. At least they're being more honest now.
Yep.
The maid.
Okay, so you know,
Why? Because I'll hire her and marry her.
Very boy talk. The guy didn't go unchecked, and we're just listening to that. Like, is this the norm?
No, it's not the norm. And number one, I don't know nothing about him.
Of course. So you don't know nothing about Mehdi. You don't know nothing about Pilot, but you know everything about Aya and this one and that one.
Oh gosh, she just burnt him up. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He said, so this guy comes on Ali Dawah's show, talking all this stuff on Ali Dawah's show. And then when he's called for the stuff this guy's spouting, he's like, I don't know nothing about him. And she instantly, oh, but you know everything about every Dawah girl on TikTok. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so one of the Dawah girls actually exposed him. I guess there's some sort of way you can tell when someone like watches your videos on TikTok or downloads them. So she saw that he downloaded like all of her videos, and so Ali Dawah had to do a video, and that's when he showed his wife again, because they were trying to make it seem like, no, I'm not into you, you're into me. And he was trying, but he got busted basically because he's downloading all these Dawah girls' videos, right?
Yep.
And so that's why she's saying, well, you know everything about that girl, but you don't know about the guy that you have on your show multiple times. You don't know anything about him.
Yeah, you don't have any time to vet these guys in any way or challenge them. You don't have time for any of that, but you got time to be checking out all the girls on TikTok all day long. Interesting.
Hire her and marry her.
Very boy talk. The guy didn't go unchecked, and we're just listening to that. Like, is this the norm?
Yep.
No, it's not the norm. And number one, I don't know nothing about him.
Of course. So you don't know nothing about Mehdi. You don't know nothing about Pilot, but you know everything about Aya and this one.
You can already tell she is like 50 IQ points smarter than Ali Dawah.
It's like almost unfair. It's almost unfair.
By the way, she's one of my people, the Arabs.
Yeah, she's
not saved yet, so pray for her.
Yeah, pray for her. Apparently, she goes to Speaker's Corner. We don't know her, but people were telling us that like she goes to Speaker's Corner and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe some Speaker's Corner people know her.
That one.
Thank you. So you just made that assertion. You
don't vet the people that you speak to?
You didn't even let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
You don't know about this or that. You just cut me out. Oh. Number one, Mehdi. I don't know about Mehdi admitting that he abused his wife and he's not allowed to see his kids. I don't know nothing about that. When he first came out and said his wife was giving birth, and he had a sleep noise and he was sleeping. Do you remember that?
I don't remember it exactly.
Yeah, no, he said that he had a white noise on. Basically, his wife was giving birth downstairs and he was upstairs. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Who were the first two people that done a video refuting him?
I don't know. You tell me.
Me and Mohammed Hijab.
So why don't you refute him as it was being said?
No, but do you see what happened there?
But hold on, that's the thing about you men. You're scared to call each other out directly.
One second. I refuted him. No.
They're scared to call each other out directly because you might end up with this Malik situation where, oh, you corrected me? Well, let me tell you what I know about you and your hotel wives and this and that and the mutta wives and all this stuff.
Exactly.
Why did you not
when
the moment?
You said it, though.
No, 1 second. Why did you not go and see him? Do you see what I mean, sister? You dismissed
Brother, why did you not
everything
refute
did.
him when he was in front of you?
Sister, when he was in front of me, I said to him, Mahdi, why are you saying things that's not true? You know you didn't do
Brother,
that.
you know why you brought him on. You know he was controversial. You know it would have got views and likes. You know what you...
Did you just hear him? Wait a minute. Now, hang on. Ali Dawah, I have no idea who this guy is. I have no idea. And she's pointing out, well, why is he on your show then? And then he says, when this guy says all this stuff, I didn't do, I just, went up and went to bed and had the white noise on. He's like, no, you didn't do that but wait a minute. Now you know what he does. Now you know his life. Sounds like you know him a little better than you're letting on there, sport.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, he thinks it's like, oh well. So by the way, Muhammad Hijab wasn't actually on that show, right? It was Ali Dawah with some other guests. So yeah, and she's pointing out like, why didn't you correct him in the real time then? Why did you wait afterwards? And he knows why. He's doing it because this resonates with probably most of the Muslim men who are watching it. So that's probably why he does it. He does it because they can relate to it.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward time because they have like a kind of mixed agenda, but you'll have the guys who are like, oh, yeah, he's saying what we all think. That's cool. It's cool and base that he's saying it. But you'll still have the, yeah, that's what we think, but we shouldn't be sharing that because we don't want a bad reputation. We still want people to think that we're not like this. So, and notice that's the only time they're bothered by people's behavior is when it's just interfering with their agenda and letting people know what they're all about. But other than that, they love it when their true colors are shown.
Yeah. Yeah, so they can show both faces. Both faces.
No. So okay, taken off by Allah.
So why did you bring him on? Why did you choose him
Taken
to come
off
on
by
your podcast?
Allah. I did it for that reason.
Unless someone
Taken
suggested
off by
different to
Allah. I
you.
did it for that reason. I'll take it off. You take it off.
I don't do that. Don't try
Brother,
to get her to
you're
sing.
doing semantics now. Why would you bring Mehdi Tijani to your podcast if you didn't know who he was?
So 1 second. Did I say to you I don't know who he was? I said to you I did not know that he abused his wife, which I don't know if it's true, but you were saying that.
He admitted. Okay, so I don't know how I
I
can get it
don't
to
know
you. but
that.
this
What
guy
I
went
do
viral.
know,
I'll give you a
what I
backstory,
do.
brother.
Let me finish. What I do know is look how you totally dismissed me and Mohammed Hijab, calling him out
Afterwards.
in public. You totally dismissed it.
Okay, can I respond? Can I respond? So, and I say this with all due respect. I don't want to be disrespectful to you, but I notice with men, and I can understand, men feel hesitant to de-check other men face to face because it's a territorial thing. Hold on, it's a territorial thing. It's an ego thing because
I just said to you we did. You're saying this. I've just said to you we've done
brother,
that.
what is the point of refuting somebody after they've gone when instead of doing it as they've said it, brother?
Yeah, and it looked like I think that video had like 800,000 views, and so she's saying, what does it matter if you refute him in some other context on some other video or something like that when you had all these people watching it and cheering for it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
and he had it on for a long time. And she's right. If you have a guest on your show and you let them be live and you let the video be up on your channel, that's endorsement. So you assume that people are going to see your refutation of him or you calling out of him, Ali, in another context. What about the ones who just watch that big video and watch nothing else?
Right.
What he should have done is deleted that live straight away, or not put it on in the first place, or corrected him on the spot, not leave it and do a little video in the corner to say, oh, we're not sure if this is right, you know.
And notice what he finds like objectionable here. Like, well, I didn't know that he beats his wife. I didn't know that. And he's like, wait, we're talking about Islam here. So
Yeah,
is this a
is that a problem?
Is this
Yeah.
But it's not about beating the wife. He said himself, I let her go and give birth on her own. I'll marry the maid. So on these points, what about these points that were said by him?
Yeah, so this is this sounds like when Andrew Tate kind of influenced the Ummah to let them know that, no, you can get away with saying this stuff. And this stuff can even help you become popular. So quit hiding how you really think and just show everyone what you really think of women. And it'll go over well. And what happens? This guy apparently goes around running his mouth, and Ali Dawah's like, "Ooh, you used to come on my show. You was very popular."
We did. You're saying this. I've just said to you we've done
Brother,
that.
what is the point of refuting somebody after they've gone when instead of doing it as they've said it, brother?
Sister, when he done the video, we refuted him. Do you understand me? Mohammed
Brother,
Hijab done
he
that.
said it right in the same room as you. The refutation
sister,
should have happened there.
You're not listening. When Mehdi came out with that video, me and Mohammed Hijab done videos.
Okay, brother.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of Junior explaining like the dolls
Aisha
thing. Yeah, the doll situation. This is,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
but we done the video. But she's
Yo.
like, but you did it live.
Yeah, and it's very simple. He said, yo, because later on, we done the video. In other words, later on, when after a bunch of Muslim women complained, then we went ahead and made a video responding to him. So what are you complaining about? And you didn't respond to him when he was running his mouth about this stuff on your show with you 3 feet away from him. You didn't respond. You're acting like all this is fine. And so later on, when it becomes a mess, then you do something. But how does that How does that change the 800,000 people who watched that display? And he's going, you don't understand, but we said we refuted it later. She's like, yeah, I'm asking why you didn't refute it when he said it right to your face. Why didn't you refute it then? You're not listening to me. We talked about it later when it became embarrassing. No, I'm asking you why you didn't say it to his face when he was saying it on this huge show. But you're not listening. Yeah, it does sound like Junior. Ali Dawah's about 6 IQ points ahead of Junior.
Yeah.
Did the
I mean, just it just reminded me. You have the connection with these low IQ Dawah guys is like their antics. I mean, so Junior had his monkey thing with a banana, and he's shoving the banana in the monkey's face and stuff. But what does Ali Dawah do? Yo, I need you, Smiles to Jenna, could come grape me in my mouth. I want you to grape me in my mouth in the middle of this debate, yeah? And Smiles to Jen is apparently like, oh, that's a good idea. That would be very impressive. And they don't realize they look like idiots to everyone outside their little following. Wow.
not sit with you guys in a podcast studio and say,
Adu, do you see what's going on, guys? Look, there's 1,000
brother
things to
Adil,
this.
he was in the room with him. There was a podcast that Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah had. They brought a series of brothers together, and this Mehdi Tijani guy was saying the most disgusting things, and they said nothing. So if you're a Dawah bro, scroll.
Wow. She was crushing Ali Dawah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now this is just a compilation of different clips from the Dawah girls on well, not Dawah girls, but just Muslim girls
On TikTok.
and they're going after the Dawah guys. Like, so this is actually her. This is the
This
one
is
that
the
was,
lady.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, that's the same lady?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
same lady.
So that's the lady who just schooled Ali Dawah,
Yep.
put him in his place, showed what a pathetic little weakling he really is.
Or in her words, put her foot on his neck. That's what she's about to say.
Dang. And so these are awesome times, and it really just sucks that they can only do this in like non-Muslim countries and so on, that they can get away with this. But it's cool that they can actually put these guys in their place here. It must suck for the guys because according to Islam, these women are all intellectually deficient. They're intellectually deficient by nature, and they're just destroying the Dawah bros who are supposedly way smarter. Well, guess what? Dawah bros, this should be destroying your entire confidence in Muhammad.
Yeah, I mean, there must be so much cognitive dissonance going on right there. It's like
And see how
everybody
many
can
men?
see. Yeah, everybody
See
can
ya?
see that it's like one lady taking on a whole panel of Muslim men, and
they
she's
all
just
sat there.
dominating them all.
Yep. That's why they put them in burqas and tell them to shut up, because they know what happens if they don't.
Yeah.
Yep. Women have the ability to destroy this entire religion anytime they want.
Yep.
Tijani guy was saying the most disgusting things, and they said nothing. So if you're a Dawah bro, scroll. Scroll. Keep your foot on their necks. On their necks.
Dang.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. For years, we've had to listen to the condescending speeches, the dismissals, the constant harassment and unsolicited advice, and now, finally, we are speaking up. Keep your foot on their rusty, unwashed neck.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Tell us how you really feel.
They're more brutal than anyone else.
That is legendary. Now it makes sense. Now I see where DOC gets it. It's just
Hey, I've calmed down since I've come to Jesus. People, you know what I mean?
it's just an Arab woman thing. No wonder Muhammad had to come up with ways to keep these ladies quiet. They will wreck some stuff. Oh my goodness. Keep your foot on their necks. Oh my goodness. I need that clip. I'm a post that everywhere.
You're gonna love these.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, you're gonna love these clips then.
Hey, Ali Dawah. How those high heels feel on your neck, bud? Yeah, that feel good? Huh? You like that? Oh gosh, I mean, just
Probably does.
think about how bad this is. I mean, Islam is a religion that is, absolutely obsessed with controlling everything. You have to control women. You have to control the non-Muslims. You have to control the entire world. You have to be in constant control. And they are just losing control in every direction. And now women are just openly saying, keep your foot on these losers' necks, ladies. Nothing these guys can do about it. Oh, my, this has to suck for them. They're being destroyed psychologically. They're just being like psychologically shredded. And by the way, guys, if you wonder where all the weird stuff's coming out, like Dawah guys flipping out on each other and just declaring war at random, and even like with all the doxing, and it's not just them doxing us, it's them doxing each other. They're Jake's fans doxing Daniel and back and forth and stuff like that. They're losing their minds. They're just losing their minds, and they can't make intelligent decisions when they're losing their minds and they're in panic mode and they're just being destroyed psychologically, and they just like are lashing out in every direction. So just so you know, when things look, oh gosh, these guys are really doing some messed up stuff here, just know that's because they're losing it. They're losing it. And it's good. It's good that they're losing it. And they're because they're losing it because they're losing control. And you don't want these guys to be in control because they suck.
Yep.
And the ladies apparently have realized that and are calling them out for sucking so bad. All right. So here we go.
Keep your foot on their rusty, unwashed neck.
Amen, sister. Their rusty, disgusting, unwashed necks. Absolutely. You're right. Bunch of loser Dawah guys. I have to say, this is already, just like here at the beginning, this is, I'd score this like Dawah ladies, Dawah babes 7, Dawah bros 0 so far.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what else we got here.
Somebody who is looking to become a Muslim, why are you telling them about nails? Why are you telling them about lashes, makeup, and this and that? Haram, halal, haram. Allah. Please. A lot of Muslim brothers are...
Everyone catch that? I just said it. The guys are obsessed with control. So she's calling them out. As soon as someone's like, I'm interested in Islam, they start, well, put a hijab on, take the makeup off your face, do this, do that. She's like, why aren't you telling them about Allah? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because their entire religion is obsessed with controlling women. That's what it's there for. And they feel like they're losing control. And anytime someone comes along and is like, I'm thinking about Islam, it's, here's a way for us to feel like we're in control again. So in order to feel like we're in control, we're going to start bossing this girl around and maybe get her to harass her until she does what we say. And then we feel strong. We feel strong cavemen again. We very strong. So that's why it happens. I'm just wondering why the ladies kind of don't see it and they don't think it's Islam.
Yeah. So they're like, this is one of the things that we pointed out as well. Like, it's like they're so close, but yet they're also so far. They're so close yet they're so far.
They're taking out their frustration on the Dawah bros, but they don't know it comes from Muhammad.
Yes.
Guess who told ladies no makeup? Guess who told the first one? Muhammad. He told them no hair extensions. He told them don't pluck your eyebrows. He told them no tattoos. He told them don't do anything with your teeth or whatever. That was Muhammad. He was obsessed with control. So
that's where it should, but so they're getting there. They're getting there.
Just one step away.
Yeah, just one step away. But yeah, so if you think about the treatment like someone like a Sneeko gets, or just any guy who converts to Islam versus any woman who converts to Islam, and you just see the world of difference that they get. The women are told, "Oh, your eyebrow is showing," or whatever they say.
Your hair
is showing. You gotta, and then, but Sneeko, he's like allowed to sleep around with all the girls that he wants to. He's allowed to do like all these sexual things with these, Warner and all these guys and Adam Salah and all these people. But like the women though, they're trying to put their foot on their necks, right? Mm-hmm. So the women are trying to turn this around now and say, no. We have a voice and we want to speak.
Yeah, that's and I'm guessing the ladies are recognizing that the Dawah bros, they can be going around, in their words, smashing hoes, running trains on girls, going to the club. They were doing most of that stuff behind the scenes, but as we all saw it, we all saw Sneeko running around, ladies up in the hotel room, all this stuff. And and of course, Andrew Tate before that. If Andrew Tate eventually crossed too many lines for them, it's just amazing that he'd still have all the ladies in bikinis in his videos and be talking about all this stuff. but it was like him saying he was going to a Christmas service that was like where they drew the line. Oh no, now we really have a problem with this guy. But they would always make excuses for Andrew Tate with all this other stuff. Oh, come on, he's only been a Muslim for a couple years, and so he doesn't know that he shouldn't be doing all this stuff. And so they let them slide. Whereas even as a girl is like considering Islam, they start trying to control her. So yeah, very different treatment here. Let's see.
Please. A lot of Muslim brothers are coming on the internet and they are actually causing more harm than good. You're making people put off. You're making a lot of people run away from the deen because they think it's unattainable. People who want to revert to Islam think it's unattainable to be a Muslim because you come with all the rules and the can'ts and the harams and the this and that. I have been seeing recently brothers on the internet laughing at women exercising, brothers talking about their wife will not have a smartphone. Some of you brothers, bro, what is happening here? What is happening here? The haram police are really on steroids. You're on the internet telling women that they shouldn't do self-defense, they shouldn't exercise. They shouldn't exercise, bro. You're laughing at women for learning self-defense. What are we laughing about? What's funny? I don't understand. What is actually hilarious? But then you'd be the same man that would blame the woman that her husband is no longer attracted to her because she's gained weight. Which is it?
Ooh.
Let me show.
That's a tough one. So yeah, that's something that happened to one of Muhammad's wives. She started gaining some weight, and he wanted to. Yeah, so yeah, she's pointing out some major issues amongst the Muslims. Like they're I'm not gonna let my wife have a cell phone, a smartphone,
Control things.
and then exercising. On one hand, they will divorce them if they gain some weight and they don't look like they looked, let's say 5-10 years ago.
But you're not allowed to go to the
But
gym.
you're not allowed to go to the gym. Okay.
All right.
I'm just thinking about how weird this situation is, because obviously in an Islamic state, these ladies are going to be completely controlled, like absolutely. Yeah. And so, like the woman who's complaining, what are you doing? You're going to drive people away by telling them all these rules, all the rules that they will have to actually obey or be horribly punished in an Islamic state, those rules. So you're in a weird way, the Dawah guys are showing the women what they're actually in store for. And you've got women saying, no, don't show them. It's going to lead them away from Islam. What? The truth? The truth about Islam is going to lead them away from Islam? Well, why wouldn't you want them to know that? And so I kind of don't know if she doesn't think a bunch of this stuff is true. Maybe she doesn't think that Islam controls people that way. Or is she just saying, of course, that's how it's going to be if we get our way. But don't tell them that because you still want to convert people. So stop being dumb. Stop being dumb. I don't know, because my opinion of her will be very different based on, one, you could just be ignorant of the level of control in an Islamic state, especially if you just grew up in a Western nation where it's not imposed on you like that. In which case, okay, you're ignorant. That's significantly more forgivable than if what you're really saying is, of course, these women are going to be controlled every aspect of their lives. Of course, they'll be horribly abused, but don't tell them that, or they're not going to come to Islam. So keep that quiet, shh, until we take control. Yeah. Don't know. Take a couple super chats real quick because we got Chris Claus over here. Salam Mama C. God bless. Praying for Jai and DOC. Can't wait to see the face reveal. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, we should do something when Malik, I think he went live last night at some point. He's told that he was going to, people were messaging me saying he canceled it, but then people were saying he was saying stuff today. And I think Thaddeus said what he said wasn't even like worth responding to. Like he's not even making anything remotely worth responding to now. But if he does come up with something, we should do a live stream, man, do a live stream. Saying that because Chris is way more active over on TikTok. So
yeah, he is.
Yeah, than I am. When I say way more, I mean I'm not on there at all unless someone actually downloads a clip and sends it to me. But that's where the action is with all the doxing and stuff. So When Ali Dawah responded to Jake, did Ali call himself the least knowledgeable and worst debater? Uthman is as good a debater as Zakir Naik running. They're all good at running. They're all really awesome at running.
He said he's the least knowledgeable and most problematic.
Yeah, most problematic and least knowledgeable.
I grant that. Watch me too, I'm funny. Salesboy Comics. These women revert, the ones who take it the best. That's in case in case you're not familiar with that, guys. It's Muhammad Hijab said the revert women take it best. These women revert, be getting me so mad. They're ignorant of Islam and how dangerous Islam is. Sad. Yeah. Chris Rock actually, I still want to put the video together, but Chris Rock in one of his shows, he wasn't talking about this, but it applies perfectly. He said, we've created an entire culture that's of people who are addicted to attention. And he said, there's basically 4 ways to get attention. And he goes through them. It's like, one of the ways is to be the best at something. And he's like, but that's the hardest. That's the one that takes the most work. Another way to get attention is just, take off your clothes. You just go on OnlyFans or something like that. And that's easier. That's easier than actually becoming the best at something and so on. But he also had on there, be a victim. Be a victim. If you can just be a victim, then you're kind of good to go. And anyway, it's we do have this culture that's addicted to attention, and there is an easy way to instantly get a ton of attention and simultaneously get victim status as well. And that's just by converting to Islam. And then people are going to tell you what a bad idea that is. And so now you're a victim of Islamophobia and all these things, but also you get a bunch of attention because you'll get attention from the Muslims who are telling you, oh, alhamdulillah, what a powerful revert. And then you get, the people responding to that and so on. So instant attention. And so that's a lot of the reverts you see. Love you in Jesus. Thanks. My tithe for the ministry. I miss AP, but I love you too. Oh, hi, Giant DOC. Safe travels to the land of the free, the home of the
Thank
brave.
you.
These events are healthy girl power. Love these types of feminism. Islam sucks. Certainly does suck. Halal equals allowed. Full stun slaughter equals allowed. Not one verse from the Quran to say animals need to be slaughtered this way. They can simply pray at the table as confirmed by Muslim Imam. What do they think? Well, they've got their rules. The term Malik is now the Muslim Barbra Streisand effect, not in the al-Zut sense. The Quran was Dr. Malik, brought to you by a bad rap. Al-Zutid scandal. Yeah, we're gonna make. By the time we're done, anyone who looks up Malik or Dr. Malik or anything like that is just gonna see about Quran demolition.
All your fault, Malik. All your
Why,
fault.
Malik? Why? What did the Quran do to you, man?
Yeah.
Why does he hate the Quran so much?
Yeah,
Malik, why do you hate the Quran so much, Malik?
Let it be.
Malik, show us on the pig where the Quran touched you that made you so mad. That made you so mad about it. Talk to you later, buddy. Keep it up. Don't listen to all these people telling you to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Zubida used to go to Speaker's Corner. She kicked a guy named Banksy. So is that the woman before?
Oh,
Zubida.
okay. Yeah, that's the one who talked to Ali Dawah, yeah.
I didn't know that she did.
She kicked somebody?
That's not good, man.
That'd be kind of funny, though. It kind of depends on what he did. Oh, wait, no. Wait, Banksy is like a painting or something. That was a painter, like a graffiti dude or something.
Oh, isn't that? Yeah, he's like that ex-Muslim Persian guy or something. I think, if I remember correctly.
She kicked a guy named Banksy. Yeah, there's Banksy. I don't know if that was just a different guy's name who had the same name, but let's see. Might get a dog and name it Muhammad. I just hope it's good with children. Yeah, gotta be careful with that name. AP was asking about Ryan Williams, UK, Korean Scottish guy, his ID, and UK, famous for slapping that cult book. William Lane Craig just doxed Gary Habermas, you see. Yes, if you say someone's name, then you've doxed them. Oi, David Segara! You related to Nick Fuentes? Yo, those Nick Fuentes guys, we ran them right out of Mexico, man. They're not welcome why he
The
ran.
cigarros?
That's why he had to run. That's why we kicked him out of Mexico so hard he became a white nationalist in America, man.
Oh.
Makes sense.
What are we doing for Zut Day? Yeah, we still have to figure that out. That's kind of why I have to find out if Jake backs out. You really get the impression from Jake that he's looking for any reason to back out of the debate and so on, which will allow us. See, the debates are on the 31st, and I'm supposed to debate in the morning. So, if the day before is International Zut Day, have to figure out how the schedule works. But if he just hurries up and pulls the trigger and backs out like he wants to, then we'd be more clear on our schedule. Let's see. Hey, Giant DOC, D Wood, stay safe out there. And also welcome to America, Giant DOC.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ask Jai and DOC if Quran no verse to say animals to be brutally killed, then can consume full stun British standards. It's a huge con. Oh, so I think he's saying like you don't actually have to do it that way. So all the demands for halal certification and so on is just a money-making scheme because you don't have to actually make the stuff the halal way. But I mean, you do have rules in Islam. That is a thing about how you're supposed to kill animals.
Yeah. I think he posted another super chat earlier too. I don't know if this is connected to that one, but
yeah, I think that was an expansion. That was like
a part 2
addition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Surah 5 verse 3, if you want to go through that, which animals can't be eaten.
Man, I'm so late. How dare you go live early, lol. Don't worry. I'll be going live later on as well. Going through the junior debate with his monkey performance. Momo behind was Maliking after Al Zut were done. That's by David Sanguera. It's cool we have all these different variations of my true name. Google Dr. Malik, real name. Google doxed first. Yeah, shame on Google. Shame on Google. All right, let's check this lady out. Her video is titled, Why I Have a Problem with Dawah Boys. She's calling them Dawah Boys. Let's see.
Her husband is no longer attracted to her because she's gained weight. Which is it?
Let me share with you guys why do I have a deep problem with the Dawah boys on social media. For so many years, subhanAllah, I had problems with them. Majority of the Dawah boys that we have on social media, they are here basically to target and to target vulnerable people, single mothers, women who do have some mental health issues. Every single vulnerable woman, they are here to target them and to chase them. In their eyes, basically, they are vulnerable, so they are a very easy target and very easy people to chase. And why do I use the word chase? Because this is exactly the way that they're doing on social media. Majority of them, they are here to reach their goals, you understand, to attack vulnerable women and to do whatever they need to do. They come here to get.
This is like full hijabi. She looks like she's one step away from full niqab or burqa and so on. And she's just, hey, these Dawah guys have evil intentions. Do not think that they are good people. They are terrible people. Calling them out, talking about going after vulnerable women with mental health issues and so on. And you know what's crazy? It's like, I mean, look at the hijab interview with Daniel Hakikachu. They're talking about which women take it best, which women take this best, and so on. Which women can you control most easily and get them to believe anything you say and do anything you want? And he's saying that it's the reverts. But hijab's actually going like culture by culture, talking about who you can control the easiest. That's what they're thinking. And so you have women who are picking up on it going, these guys are they're just looking for ways to use us for whatever they want. And they're looking for people they can control. They're looking for vulnerable people.
And of course, Muhammad Hijab, he went after a single mother.
Yes.
With a child.
She just said it. Yeah.
Yep.
And Ali Dawah went after a single mother.
Yep.
She had a little boy.
And you know what? You can tell she's like speaking from experience here. She has some sort of like pain in her voice, and if not herself personally, she knows people who are affected by these Dawah bros or whatever Dawah boys that she's talking about. And yeah, this is what they do. They travel in gangs and they target women and they have their way with them, and then but that's it. That's
and
it.
the owner was married 9 times.
9 times. 9 times, chat. 9 times.
Yep.
This is yeah, guys, in case you're watching and you don't know like the idea, well, what's this got to do with single mothers? Well, if you're some like virgin and so on, you have a certain status as far as who will want you as a partner and so on. If you're a single mother, then you're massively downgraded in terms of your worth or value to a Muslim man. And so you got the Dawah guys, they use that because they know you'll have like a lower self-esteem and you won't value yourself as much. And they don't want you to value yourself. They want you to view yourself as garbage so that they can control you. And you'll never object. You'll never object to how they treat you because, well, I'm not worth anything at all anyway. And that's what they do. And they want people like that so that after these guys have said, yes, marry me, we'll have a great life and stuff. Actually, you're just my hotel wife. I'm only marrying you for sex, and you keep your mouth shut. You don't want that woman to then go away and tell people what an evil scumbag you are. And so you want women who don't value themselves enough. And fortunately, looks like it's backfiring. Women are catching on. And Sister Aisha, who was a victim of this, just exposed the crap out of him in 2025. So,
and Daniel Kichu, when he's talking about Aisha, he was saying, even if her story is true, granting it, he's like, well, you know what? You're the one who got off well. Like, you're a single mother. You're over 30.
And you married a superstar.
Like, you married a superstar. And that's when we thought Daniel was a little zooty because he was, like, drooling over Muhammad Hijab a little bit. He's like, anyone would want to marry him.
Look at his arms. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want those big manly arms wrapped around you? Yes. What the heck is wrong with
But that tells you the mindset is like, okay, you're over 30. You're a single mother. Like, he said you have no value. You know what he said? He said, it's not like you're a 16-year-old virgin. That's actually what he said.
And then he said, 17, 18.
He said, 17, 18. But he's like, that's where the value is for them in terms of the woman, marriageable woman. He's like, on the marriage scale, it's a 16-year-old virgin. Daniel Kichu is saying that. He said, 16-year-old virgin, she's the one that's valued. You, 30-year-old, single mother, you're lucky that he picked you, basically. Yeah. So this is their mindset, and that's how they have a lot of these women thinking. Like, if you're not married by like the time you're like 25, they treat you like you're expired or something like that. So that's the culture. And then the Dawah bros, they prey on them and they know that, like, oh, she's, she
knows that she can't get any better anyway.
That's really what they believe. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah. And then if you are like Muhammad Hijab and you can dupe her into marrying you, promising her, yes, we'll have a home and we'll have a family and so on. And it's just to get the marriage consummated. And then, then you can tell her the truth and so on. It's like, well, now you're not just single mother. Now you just married me. And if you run away, well, you're going to be, now you had multiple marriages and so on. So you're probably going to want to keep your mouth shut about this stuff, or just put up with whatever I tell you to put up with. Great, awesome stuff. It's weird that they don't tell the ladies this stuff beforehand. Instead, no, Islam is a religion that respects women and gives women rights. Yeah, the truth is coming out, guys.
On social media, majority of them, they are here to reach their goals, you understand, to attack vulnerable women and to do whatever they need to do. They come here to get famous. By getting famous, it means basically that they will receive some DMs. Let me be honest, they will receive some DMs from sisters, and it's a very easy for them to get whatever they want to get. Mm-hmm. This message for the sisters, I don't care about those Dawah boys because they deeply know who they are. And so that's why I'm saying this to the sisters, just be careful.
See, my whole thing is,
wow, it's just be careful. Just be careful. So guys, think that what's the point of becoming popular as the Dawah guy? Because the ladies start contacting you.
Wow.
That's it. No. And I mean, how much are we seeing this? We're seeing this, I mean, massive dysfunction. Malik leaked this stuff, snitched on everybody, but I mean, they're bragging about smashing hoes and stuff like this. And like the Warner, right? Malik pointed out this guy's been married 9 times. He does muta marriages. See, and he says not just that, he's also smashing hoes. So if it's a Muslim woman, then you do a short muta marriage and stuff. But guess what? He's got, oh, look, the Warner's on YouTube. He's got a bunch of followers. Let me message him and stuff. Yeah, I'll marry you for 5 minutes while I have my way with you. 5 minutes? That's what Malik actually said. He married a girl for 5 minutes. All right. Welcome to Dawah.
Right? You have Muslim youth, in particular Muslim male youth, who are engaging in gang activity, criminal activity, murder, stabbings, right? But for some reason, the ambassadors of our community are so hell-bent and so focused on policing Muslim women. And they do it under the name of advice, right? On trying to stop fitna and whatever they say. Tell me when a Muslim woman wearing eyelashes ever killed anybody. Tell me where a Muslim woman wearing makeup raped anybody. But the ones who are actually doing these crimes, we don't hear the same passion, the same energy, the same commitment that you guys have to policing women on actual criminals. And the thing is, as a Muslim woman, I've had enough constantly having to defend myself as a Muslim woman from Islamophobes. And there are certain things that they're bringing up that are not defendable. Like, Muslim women have it both ways. We're being attacked by Islamophobes, and we're also being attacked by other Muslim males. Like, let's be...
Wow.
Shouldn't you start wondering if the Islamophobes have it right?
Because what are we saying, right? We're saying Islam teaches the men to treat you like that. They're treating you like that.
But why do you see it as an attack from the Islamophobes? It's not an attack if they're pointing out that you're wasting your life in this cult.
Yeah, it's your reality, her lived reality. We're just pointing out that that's Islamic.
The issue is she's still loyal to it. That's why she sees it as an attack. Like, oh, you're attacking something precious to me. I'm loyal to Islam. But all the Islamophobes are saying is get out of it. They're not attacking. But she sees it like, oh, she gets trouble from here. And then she goes back to the Muslim community. And they're all telling her to not put makeup on, to police her, all that.
Yeah. I mean, she does make an interesting point there, though. Like, all these Dawah guys are spending all their time telling her like how much makeup she has on, or you're showing a little bit of hair, but they don't see anything about these graping gangs throughout the UK or whatever. They don't say anything about that. They don't spend any energy on that stuff. Their energy is on these Dawah bros. It's all targeting these like TikTok girls.
From Julian says she's been to Speaker's Corner in the past.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, back it up a couple seconds here.
Both ways. We're being attacked by Islamophobes, and we're also being attacked by other Muslim males. Like, let's be real, it's a lot of Muslim men that are giving Muslims a really bad name. Like, name me one Muslim female grooming gang. Name me...
Truth?
I mean, did she lie?
Let's be real. It's a lot of Muslim men that are giving Muslims a really bad name. Like, name me one Muslim female grooming gang. Name me one woman who's sitting in the mosque screaming about child marriage. Like...
Ooh. Wait, you got a problem with child marriage, ma'am?
Yep.
Because that would be a problem with your prophet and with your God, who definitely blabbed about that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that Muslim women are better because they're not obsessed with that sort of thing? So would Muslim women be better than your God and your prophet, and not just better than the Dawah bros? You're obviously better than the Dawah bros, obviously, no matter what you're doing.
With all due respect, it's not Muslim women that are ruining the image of Islam.
No, I mean, think about this. She's saying, defending child marriage, that's ruining the image of Islam. Well, that's portraying Islam accurately.
Exactly.
So you're saying that portraying Islam accurately is ruining Islam. So here again, I'm wondering, because I don't know, I'm not familiar with her, wondering the same thing as with the other woman. Like, are you saying, yes, of course, marrying children is an Islamic thing, but you can't be saying that. You don't say that. You're going to drive people away. You need to get the people to convert and stuff like this. And then, we have this in the future. So stop being stupid about it. Or does she really think that this just isn't Islamic? Because you do have Muslims who don't believe that that's actually Islamic and so on. They just toss out the sources and so on. But let's see here.
Me one woman who's sitting in the mosque screaming about child marriage. Like, with all due respect, it's not Muslim women that are ruining the image of Islam. It's deranged, incelic Muslim men. So instead of holding us accountable for what I don't know, go and speak to the actual criminals, the actual mujrims of this community who are giving us a bad name, harming other Muslims, and harming innocent people.
As much as the idea of this...
Wow.
Yeah.
I do not recall anything like this from 4 or 5 years ago. You'd occasionally see someone, a Muslim woman, get exasperated by something and post something on Twitter or something like that, complaining about something. And then you'd see that post gone 2 days later because people made her take it down. People would make her take it down. And people don't even remember, you can't even find this anymore. You can't even find this anymore. But when the Me Too movement started, the Muslim women started the Mosque Me Too movement, where they started exposing stuff. And you can still find a couple of posts about it from like Mona El-Tahawi, who is some sort of feminist and so on, some sort of feminist Muslim. But I remember back then, just a flood of comments from Muslim women talking about how they were all abused, groped, and so on, sexually assaulted during the Hajj. She said it's just a free for all when you're walking around the Kaaba, guys are grabbing your body parts left and right, and you're told beforehand, yeah, people are going to grope you and stuff, but don't react to it, or it will cause a scene at this wonderful holy place. So you just have to put up with it. And there are guys who go there every day just to go grope all the women because they know the women can't react. And by the way, they grope the guys as well. As well. And I learned that from a Muslim. This was actually Hamza Malik. He was a regular Muslim like decades ago, debated James White. And now he's a Quran only Muslim. But he said when he went on the Hajj way back in the 80s, he went on the Hajj, and he said then they tell the groups that showed up beforehand, they were telling the guys, you're going to be groped. There are gay Muslim guys who show up and just use this as an opportunity to grope. He said you can't react to it. It would escalate too quickly and it would disrupt the whole thing. But these guys are all like black converts from Brooklyn. They're like, no, nobody got to put their hands on us. They said they almost got in a fight because a dude did grope them. And they said it almost broke out in a fight because the Brooklyn guys were like, no one's putting their hands on us. So anyway, this stuff happens. But anyway, the point was, all these Muslim women started sharing their stories on Facebook and on Twitter about being sexually assaulted and so on, outside the Kaaba. And I would check back a week or two later, something like that, to go screenshot, and they'd be gone. So they would be told, take that down. You cannot be saying this stuff. And anyway, welcome to Islam, guys.
Disgusts me. I want to talk to men for a second.
Okay.
So y'all come onto the internet all the time and you talk about how men are the protectors of women, right? And how you have to remind your sisters about hijab and you have to remind them about their modesty.
Definitely should be reminding people about hijab, Muhammad hijab. Bad dude.
Protectors, where are you when these men, these Dawah bros that you love so much, engage in smear campaigns of hijabi women? Why don't I ever see y'all in the comments telling these men, hey, that's not okay? Dang. Giving these men Islamic reminders of how they should treat women, that actually defend these women that these men are bullying and harassing relentlessly. Why do I see men like Ali Dawah baselessly accusing women of being adulteresses, of being homewreckers, calling these women names, making fun of their appearances, and instead of seeing the protectors coming to the front and telling them that this is not right?
Brothers and sisters and dear...
Dang, this is them calling out Ali Dawah straight to his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the clip they're talking about. But so far, all the women, their IQs seem to be
way higher than Ali Dawah and the other Dawah guys.
Yeah. Yes.
And this is, I mean, everyone, I mean, again, it should be amazing to people that she just pointed out. You Muslims, you brag and boast about being the protectors of women and we'll protect women. And you got Ali Dawah and he's just doing all this, saying all this horrible stuff. Where are you? You don't call him out. You cheer him on. So what are you actually here for? But I mean, think about all the stuff with the Malik leaks about Dawah guys going on Dawah trips, collecting donations and using them for drugs and so on, and then going to the clubs, and then, in his words, doing 3-ways, 2 Dawah guys and one girl that they picked up at the club, or as he said, running trains on girls. That means one Dawah guy after the other, while the Warner watches, and them even saying they were up in the club with trans women. These guys are into that sort of thing. So that's what these guys are doing, and then even mutta marriages and so on. And who's calling these guys out? Definitely not the guys who are claiming to be the protectors of women. They're just quiet because they're your Dawah heroes. So you keep your mouth shut. And women are catching on to it. And it's not like during the Me Too movement where guys could make them take their comments down. Now they're posting on TikTok. And you can't keep them quiet. And I don't think this goes well for you Dawah guys. You're being called out. And can you imagine? I mean, just like, 6 or 7 years ago, Ali Dawah is like this hero of Dawah, even though he sounds like an idiot to anyone outside the Dawah community. But now he's just women just blasting him for being an evil scumbag. Good times. But not if you're a Dawah guy.
And it's your local misogynist, Ali Dawah, the woman-hating man.
At least he's honest.
Let's check this out.
The real reason these men are so angry at me, are trying so hard to drag me down, are coming for my eyelashes, is genuinely because they are so wildly attracted to me.
Imagine marrying a woman like her.
Like, seriously, she seems to have a pretty big ego about herself, but she's totally right, right? She's totally right. Like, why are you flipping out on this girl? Well, because you all want to hook up with her, and if she's not giving you the time of day, you're declaring war on her.
That's the girl that Ali Dawah downloaded all of her videos, by
and he
the way.
did like 2-3 videos just about her.
Brought his wife on a show.
To make fun of her.
Yeah.
Together. And kept harassing her online.
And even she seems significantly smarter than Ali Dawah. Because, I mean, think, if I were a woman and I was trying to take off a Dawah guy, I would say something like that. I'd say, these guys are just, they're just mad at me because they want me to be, that's exactly what I would do. So smart. That's smart.
And she's a single mother, just by the way.
Wildly attracted to me.
Imagine marrying a woman like her, pack the baby, have the baby and leave. Divorce is showing your self-worth. All men are the same. Attacking men all day, every day. I cannot, yes, I want to marry you. I want to take you as my second, third, fourth wife, whatever you want to do. I cannot wait to be married to a woman like you, 100%. I mean, the appeal is so appealing, especially with those eyelashes that you have, sister. Like you said, when I talk eyelashes, it's because I'm in love with those eyelashes. But if you blink a bit faster, you start flying away. Yes, it's so in love. It shows what kind of a narcissist woman she is.
Whoa.
She's the narcissist? I mean, she may be. She definitely had a pretty high view of herself. But Ali Dawah calling someone a narcissist? That's like standard in the Dawah community. It is a narcissist club. All right, so here we have. Let's actually take a couple super chats and quit. And then we've got about 6.5 minutes more of Dawah ladies absolutely schooling Ali Dawah. Let's see. Say, Nordine, in Matthew 24:41, Jesus said that 2 women will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken and one will be left. Since the use of hand mills is declining globally, does that mean that the end of the world is to be expected within the next few decades? No, not necessarily. You have different... you have the idea that he's not specifically talking about people being grinding at the mill. It's just, hey, some people are going to be taken really quickly, dropping whatever they're doing, and other people are going to be left, and so on. You also have people who believe that this will be later, like after the breakdown of society, and so people have to go back to older ways of doing things because it's not going to be done at a big factory or something like that. People are going to have to go back to living on their own and handling things for themselves because various things are going to break down and so on. But me, I'm just always in the position of, I don't know. We'll see when it happens. My view of the end times, Jesus wins.
Amen.
That's it.
Dawah, guys, at the end of 2026, you see, Islam is the fastest growing religion. We had a huge increase in Quran sales. Yeah, you did. Do you know the details of when and where God Logic will be in Balboa? I would love to watch him in person. Also, I heard Uthman will be there. Not if God Logic's showing up. Yeah, no, I don't know the time. I haven't been. I remember Avery saying he was going there at that time, but I haven't been paying attention to the details. But I mean, if you're out there when he, on the day he says he's going to be out there, should be able to find him, and it's a fun spot. I know a Muslim girl said she was Muslim, but she never really participated in Islam. I feel like millions of Muslim women will leave Islam each year. Yeah, you have tons of people who don't really care about the religion. They're just kind of culturally Muslim and so on. And, you don't need much of a shift for them to not consider themselves Muslims anymore. But you also have tons of people who just definitely are not Muslims. They don't believe any of this stuff. And it's estimated to be around 8% of the population in Muslim countries are thought to be actually closeted apostates who can't tell people about it. Arab women are the Middle East's greatest export. Yep. Just paying my jizya, thanks. An Islamophobe is just a non-Muslim who knows more about Islam than Muslims would like. Yep, that's what they do. Let us not forget, January 29th is coming soon. His name was Salwan Momika. Whoa, was that on January 29th, guys?
I'm not sure.
Could be. It could be.
Hey,
So
that would be...
You have the 30th, and then you have your debate on the 31st.
That would be crazy 3 days. We have to do something for... Wait a minute. Is this the month we're all desecrating the Quran because they keep doxing everybody?
Oh, wow.
And we can have a Salwan Momika day and people won't even be able to complain because you guys are doxing everyone. Shut up. You deal with the doxers or shut up. Wow. Imagine that. We have International Burn a Quran Day on the 29th, International Zut Remembrance Day on the 30th, and then is Jake seriously not going to back out of a debate on the 31st? Oh, this will be a bad end to a bad month for these guys.
And it's only going to get worse.
I got to know. What day was Salwan Momika killed? January 29th.
Wow.
Oh, and yeah, that was just in my head. That was like a couple years ago. It was just last year.
Yeah, it was just last year.
It hasn't even been a year yet. So this will be the 1 year anniversary. Oh yeah, we're gonna do something, guys. We're gonna do something. We're gonna be burned. We're gonna make it burn, baby, burn like Disco Inferno out there.
Oh wow.
So we got the 29th, 30th, and 31st.
Want to kill my buddy. Hey, and here's what's most messed up about this. All Salwan Momika did was go around, burn some Qurans. That's it. That's all he did. He'd go and he'd smoke a cigarette and he'd light a Quran on fire. What do? They killed him. Meanwhile, I've got Muhammad soaking in urine right here with the Quran. I can barely walk in this room because I'm like waist deep in Quran pages that I've ripped up from guys running their mouths. I'm sitting here with Dr. Maloink, the Quran pig, and no one wants to mess with me? You guys literally got my home address and doxed it. I guess Muslims are just a little more manly over there in Europe, eh? Can you imagine any situation where you say Europeans are stronger and more based and more manly than Americans? Not a lot of situations where you can say that, except this one. Talking to you, Malik, you little coward, sitting there. But I'll look up something on your great-great-grand nanny. And what the heck, you little loser. All right. So thank you. Thank you for reminding me that, you're not reminding me because I didn't know, but I guess I knew at some point after it happened, but January 29th, that is a good end to the month there. Nordine, I am made a witness, called to work, end time. End time is now. Run away from buy and sell to stay is the mark 666. Become self-sufficient like the Amish, please. I am made a witness, called to work, end time. Don't be claiming to be someone special. Muslim women hid the crimes of their men. That's what they're supposed to do, apparently. Is there a word for a phobia of Christianity? Can we normalize that? Christianophobe. People have tried. It just doesn't have the same ring to it. Got to come up with a good term. Who is the Dawah guy who said he would take it? Oh, up the butt? Yeah, that's the Warner. He would take it up the butt just to be in the Illuminati. He's the type of guy that goes to do Hajj just to get groped. Yeah, he probably does. That's why he keeps going there all the time.
Oh, wow.
Everyone thought it was just to get his sins forgiven and so on. He's like, no, I'm going to go just walk around it all day long so guys can keep grabbing my butt. You know what I was actually thinking? I was actually thinking, like, that ties into Malik saying that he likes to watch. He likes to sit in the chair. But, I mean, think about it. He's watching the guys, right? And like fantasizing that he's the girl, like he wants to see the guys, right? Isn't that weird? These guys are messed up, man. These guys are messed up. So Malik like exposed him for saying, hey, if anyone needs to take it up the butt to join the Illuminati with me, anytime anyone needs to take it up the butt, I'll do it. I'm your guy. But then he exposed him for being up in the club with trannies, and then he likes to watch dudes running a train. I don't know. Sounds pretty rough. Sounds like Aisha when she told Muhammad, seems like your Lord hastens to answer your wants. Yeah, it does sound like that. So you had Aisha. She was willing to talk back to Muhammad a little bit. And then 14 centuries of Muslim women having to keep quiet or they would be horribly abused more than normally. And now women are speaking out finally. Nordine going hard with $500 super chat. Well, that's...
Wow.
Well, that's Moroccan. That's Moroccan. I mean, keep in mind, but that's not U.S. dollars. But yeah, it's still cool. That's a super sticker. Thank you. And let's see, almost through these. May I have a from Malik for Frog Army text Quran page, please? From Malik for Frog Army text Quran page. What do you mean? You want it written on a Quran page?
Oh, wow. Look at that, guys.
I can help you out.
Taking special requests.
I aim to please. I don't know if this marker, let's see if this marker works. It's an old dry erase marker. I still can't find my Sharpie. It's around here somewhere, but it's everything is buried in Quran pages.
Wow. You're about to get a special request for the Frog Army.
From a leak for marker's a little dry here. Frog Army. All right. Best I could do on short notice with
from the leak for Frog
kind of dying worker. From the leak for Frog Army. Frog Army represent. Okay. Hope that's what you were talking about, but that's what I had. And let's see. Long live Salwan Momika. Well, we are definitely going to remember him. All right, let's get back to this clip here.
I see y'all in the comments on your knees for these men. So are you really protectors of women, or is your protection just having a wife?
She's talking. I thought she was talking about Muslim women first. She's talking about the guys on your knees. Think about the language they're using. I see you on your knees for these Dawah. You claim to be protectors of women. I see you on your knees, and you got the other woman. Keep your feet on their necks. Dang. Had to rewind it just because
flying away. Yes,
lady has to say.
So in love. It shows what kind of a narcissist woman she is.
I see y'all in the comments on your knees for these men. So are you really protectors of women, or is your protection just having a wife, having sisters, and controlling where they go, what they do, what they say, how they look, controlling women financially. Is that what being a protector is to you?
That's what being a Muslim man is, as far as we can tell from your sources.
Yep.
To be protectors, then your jobs are being taken right now, because there is nothing more protective that I see than a woman defending another woman.
What?
And this is in real life and online. So for where I'm standing, y'all are...
And I mean, think about how that connects to, it's Sahih Bukhari 5825. That's when Aisha brought a woman to Muhammad because her husband had beaten her until her skin turned green. Didn't go well. Muhammad ended up condemning the woman for being a bad wife, even though her husband beat her until her skin turned green. But it says in that hadith, that's the one where Aisha says, "I've not seen any woman suffering as much as believing women," meaning that pagan women were treated better by their husbands than Muslim women were. Aisha noticed this, the mother of the faithful, who learned Islam from Muhammad himself. She said that Muslim women were treated worse than pagan women. I don't know why these ladies don't realize that. The mother of the faithful warned you about this. But in that same hadith, when Aisha's bringing the woman, it says it was the habit of the women to defend each other.
Interesting.
And isn't it like she's saying right here, who's better than another woman defending a woman defending another woman? And so here we are 14 centuries later. It's the same as back then. The women have to stand up for each other because the men ain't doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I seriously, though, don't know why you can't figure out that the problem was with Islam. And you're just thinking it's with these guys who are just doing what Islam compels them to do. Weird stuff. But maybe they'll catch on, because this is a huge step they're making. This is one huge leap for women, for them to be calling these guys out. And so maybe they'll keep going and figure the rest out.
Jobs are being taken right now, because there is nothing more protective that I see than a woman defending another woman. And this is in real life and online. So for where I'm standing, y'all are failing as protectors. Absolutely failing. And you
take not men as awliya. They are awliya of themselves. And whoever takes a man as an awliya, she is one of them.
Like jokes, and no one can take you seriously.
Dawah men and their sickening ideologies.
These Dawah guys.
The reason why these Dawah bros,
These Dawah guys.
They're a Dawah figure.
Yes, us Dawah guys. We're really evil. I mean, I'm just really curious. Like, what is it that we have done that we've got this label? I mean,
what haven't you guys done?
Yeah, it's like what, like Malik says, what haven't you guys done?
Like, why is everyone attacking me on us on TikTok?
Oh boy.
Can you imagine that? What have we done? What have we done? You have all the stuff these ladies are exposing you for. You can just see with Muhammad Hijab and Daniel Kikachu and all this stuff that you guys are like having your hotel wives and stuff like that, just constantly manipulating women, doing everything you can to give them low self-esteem, to make them more compliant for you, so you can abuse them more. And then we get the early Christmas present from Malik, just telling us what you guys are running trains on girls and stuff. And we know Ali Dawah, it's already been exposed, your little mutta marriages on your Hajj trips and stuff. Oh, I pay for your Hajj trip, you be my wife during the Hajj trip. What have we done? Oh no, has we done something? I don't recall doing anything. Scumbag.
was I caught with prostitution 3-4 days ago and it was exposed? Was Zaki Naik caught with a woman? A'udhu billah. Was Mufti Meng sending?
Did you catch that? He's like, was I caught with prostitutes 3 or 4 days ago? Like he's so specific.
In this hotel room on this bed?
He's like, it was actually 5 days ago. Okay, it was 5 days ago. Like, dude, what are you talking about 3 or 4 days ago?
I mean, think about it. This is like he got exposed for the little mutta marriages during the Hajj trip. He gets the ladies on his show, and I'm on Ali Dawah show. I'm gonna be popular now. Oh yeah, you ain't taking the Hajj yet? Yeah, I'd be paying for it. Yeah, but you got to be my wife during the trip. Okay, Ali Dawah. She may not be officially a prostitute, but you made her a prostitute. Hey, I'm going to pay you for marrying you for this number of days. What is that, Ali Dawah? It's halal prostitution. So, yeah, maybe it wasn't 3 or 4 days ago, but yeah, we know.
Pics. Was Muhammad Hijab caught in the red light district? What have we done? Ahmed Didat.
What have we done? Was he caught in the red light district? No. All he did was lie to this Muslim woman and say that, yo, I was going to have a life with you and a family and a home, but then he married her, and once he hit it and quit it, then he tell her, no, it's whenever I call you to the hotel, then use my wife in the hotel. Other than that, I do nothing for you. What did we do wrong?
Dude, if you don't realize what evil scumbags you are and how messed up the stuff you're doing, that's part of the problem, Ali Dawah. Women are seeing what evil scumbags you are, and you don't think you're doing anything wrong. Because you're like, what? Look, I mean, look, what's wrong? I get married for 5 days, and so, I bang her for 5 days, so what's the problem? It's all halal. Well, some women think that's a horrible, evil behavior, and you don't get it.
Great giants of the Dawah. What have we done so much that this label of all these Dawah guys, every single video, especially from sisters, for some odd reason, is these Dawah guys and these Dawah boys and these Dawah men and this. Imagine I start a video and I go, these single mother hijabis. Why would I generalize a big group of people to a couple of people that I had a bad experience with? Why? We really need to be careful.
I don't like the Dawah.
Should have been more careful in keeping your stuff concealed, Ali Dawah.
Yep.
But now, truth's coming out, buddy. Nothing you can do about it.
Bros, quite frankly, hate them, and I also hate a lot of these celebrity imams that shows up on my FYP and social media, because I don't give a about you having a random yelling discussion with some atheist proving who created the Big Bang. Who gives a when was the last time I heard you talk about domestic abuse? When was the last...
Warner show up. Did someone say Big Bang? Because if someone needs to get banged in the Big Bang, I'm your guy. I'll do it. I'll do it for Dawah.
Just proving who created the Big Bang. Who gives a when was the last time I heard you talk about domestic abuse? When was the last time I heard you talk about child marriage laws in Somalia, Iraq, and when was the last time I heard you talk about the education ban in Afghanistan on girls? An actual gender apartheid. Exactly. When was it? Matter of fact, I should not expect it from you because you support it. You support child marriage. You support what the Taliban are doing in Afghanistan. Dang. You support women not getting education, being completely subjugated to their husband.
This is a serious issue that really needs to be needs to be lots of attention on this. It's like their priorities. He's just pointing out their priorities. It's like, you're complaining about this woman and obsessed with, oh, she's got eyelashes on, and oh, this is the most important thing in the world. Meanwhile, look at what's going on in Afghanistan. Why don't you have a problem with that? Why don't you have a problem with really, really big messed up things that are huge problems? And you're like, oh, look, eyelashes. I got to do something about the eyelashes. People are catching on. So I don't know who this is who's speaking, but I like whoever that is. And she's nodding in agreement. So.
Matter of fact, I should not expect it from you because you support it. You support child marriage. You support what the Taliban are doing in Afghanistan. You support women not getting education, being completely subjugated to their husband. And matter of fact, I've heard it in like mosques.
I have, once again, I mean, she's sitting there nodding in agreement. What? Child marriage?
Yeah, exactly.
Women being subjugated to their husbands? What are you, dude, what are you complaining about? And what is she nodding in agreement about? This is not some random stuff that Dawah Bros invented, guys. This comes straight from Islam. We can show you the sources. The Dawah guys can show you the sources. If you have a problem with it, this is not something these guys invented. It's your religion. And you're agreeing. What you're saying, when I see her nodding, it's, yeah, my religion is evil. My religion is evil, but I still follow it, and I want to defend it against the Dawah guys. I don't even know what to do.
In LA, like if your imam start talking about like unrestricted obedience to your husband, walk away. Stand up and walk away. Trust me, they do not care about the Muslim community, as they say. They only care about Muslim men. They do not care about anything that happens to the 50% of Muslim population that is women. They could be subjugated to any kind of brutality in apartheid. They don't.
Sisters, you should not breathe, because the way you breathe could be indicative of something. Sisters, don't go outside. Sisters, don't speak. Sisters, don't do anything.
She's funny. Don't breathe. Don't do anything. This is awesome. Like all these,
and making fun of them.
And I've pointed out before, guys, I always think in terms of like the trajectory, where things are heading. Like it's always like every moment, like every time I think about anything, it's always where are things right now? Where were they 5 or 10 years ago? That tells you where things are heading. Okay, I did not see anything like this 5 years ago. And so right now it's the beginning. This is the beginning of the Dawah Babe revolution. And what are things going to be like next year? I mean, even later this year, the year after that, because again, the Dawah guys, the Dawah bros, they're losing their minds because they're losing control. They're losing their minds because they're losing control, which means that they will be doing really stupid, insane stuff to try and regain control. So they're feeling weak and pathetic. They're psychologically destroyed right now. And when that happens, they try to regain control. How are they going to do that? Well, one of the ways is they're going to be harassing women even more. And it doesn't look like the women are going to be putting up with it too much.
Mm-mm.
Sister, I have a gentle reminder. Your neck is out. Sister, gentle reminder. Your hair is out. Sister, gentle reminder. You're not properly dressed. Sister, gentle reminder. Sister.
I'm on a roll today.
They're just straight up making fun of these guys for being total losers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this
They're
is
making
funny.
skits about it.
This is funny stuff. Oh man, it's funny because it's like we talk about them being smarter, but they're more creative. They're being smarter and more creative in mocking these guys. Oh, I love just mocking these guys. This is awesome.
I'm on a roll today, and I also want to discuss this whole thing about I'm just advising you, sister. Do I know you? Like, do we know each other? Like this idea that just because I'm Muslim that you feel like you can enter my personal space or you can come in my DMs under the guise of I'm just advising you, sister. For me, it seems...
Well, they get that idea because Muhammad allowed the al-Zut into his personal space.
very performative, and it seems like you've got a hidden agenda behind it. Like, why do you care about my well-being? Because I certainly don't care about yours. And 9 out of 10 times, these guys that claim to be advising you really want something out of it. They really want to get married to you. They really want to know if you're married, or they will make you a second wife or propose misyar to you. See, that's the kind of chat up line, right? Muslims, we don't say, what's up, babe, you right? Really, it's, sister, I want to advise you because, you're not wearing the hijab properly. In the Quran, it said, and then 5 minutes later, sister, you married. So you see, there's a thing called misyar, where you can like get married without any strings attached. And it's like, hold on, you were just advising me 1 minute, and next thing you know, you want me to be some second wife.
You guys, you see that again? It's the priorities and like the hypocrisy. Like, okay, my priority is I need to tell you what to do. You're not doing this. Look at that little bit of hair you're showing right there. You can't be doing that. I want to. Oh, by the way, can I bang you?
Wow.
And it's like,
No.
like really?
No sense of proportion. So he's trying to make her more modest, but he wants to get her in bed. It
Exactly.
makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, yeah, Muslim men, they're not gonna come up to you like, hey, what's up, babe? Hey, what's up, babe? They're like, hey, sister, I got some advice for you, sister.
So
I
they
got some advice.
use their religion as a chat up line.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, keep your advice to yourself. I don't know you. Stay out my face.
Exactly. And let me just say this. These women, they're screaming out for help and nobody's helping them. Like the imam, they have to start doing way better. Nobody's protecting women and children, especially children. Y'all are not saying anything about it or doing nothing and talking about everything else, no benefits. Just talk about just arguing with people about no benefits.
This is amazing because I always watch like the Dawah guys and like the things they fixate on. Like, oh, yeah, there was this huge terrorist attack and all these people were slaughtered. But here's what we really need to worry about. Oh, yeah, you got the grooming gangs just horribly abusing tens of thousands of young girls. Yeah, so sad. But here's what we really, and it's always like the stupidest, most insignificant, idiotic nonsense that they are obsessed with. And now it looks like you got an entire like awakening among women that are spotting it. Like, why are your moral compasses so massively screwed up that you don't care about really important things and you obsess over like completely pointless, irrelevant nonsense and are catching on? Well, I don't know, sister, but you might want to check your book because I can think of a fake prophet who was really obsessed with completely idiotic, insignificant stuff and convinced his followers, yes, you can be a homicidal maniacs going around graping and stealing everyone's stuff and slaughtering people, but don't eat pork and wear a thing on your head and you're good. You're good to go. What it's all this like insignificant stuff. And it reminds me of what Jesus said about the Pharisees. They strain out a gnat, but swallow a camel.
Yes. Yeah.
They're focused. They're so focused on getting these little things right that the pious Pharisees, if they wanted to even drink water, they would filter it right before drinking it to make sure they don't accidentally swallow a tiny little gnat that got into their water. So they wanted, so they're not dunking their flies. They ain't dunking their flies. They don't even want a tiny little gnat. They would filter the water. Look at us. We are so obsessed with not accidentally swallowing a gnat, because that would be an unclean creature, that we want to filter it. And he's saying, look at it's the big things. It's the big things like hypocrisy that you're getting wrong. Why aren't you worried about being a complete hypocrite? Why aren't you worried about that? But you're worried about a gnat and you're okay with being a complete hypocrite? And so they're catching on, ladies catching on.
Like in the 8 hours or 10 hours of the Aqidah Dawah wars with Daniel Haqiqachu and Jake, they spent hours and hours about can we sacrifice to the jinn? Can we do this? And child marriage and the stuff that is actually happening in the Muslim world, the domestic violence, marital breakdowns, child suffering, women suffering, corruption in Muslim lands. Big things, poverty, the rich getting richer, poor getting poorer, all that stuff. But can we sacrifice to the jinn though for 8 hours? They discuss. Or is your aqidah, is your creed more accurate than my creed?
Can you picture any one of these Muslim women actually caring about whether or not they can sacrifice to jinn or not, or for jinn or to jinn, jinn or to jinn?
They're trying to stay alive and not getting hit.
They don't want to get horribly abused. That's their goal. And these guys, but what if I direct my sacrifice? It's directed to Allah to protect me from the jinn. Well, no, if you're gonna do it like this. Well, what if I say these words? No, you have to say these words. Let's debate it for 10 hours. Whoa! Stupid religion.
Y'all not talking about the issues of what's going on within the ummah around the world. And this is just an excuse for these sick individuals to be pedophiles. And you can't,
like Muhammad.
Yep.
You can't speak out and about any other religion if you're not going to speak about your own religion. What's going on in your own backyard?
Careful with that backyard talk around the Warner.
And as a Muslim, and I see things, and as Muslims, when we see things and the wrong things, you're supposed to speak out.
That once again, gosh, I mean, it's like the women are the only ones with common sense, and they played a couple of clips of other guys being, having common sense and so on, but they have a ton of common sense here. It's like, and I've pointed this out to the Dawah guys, it's if people were running around in the name of Jesus, slaughtering people in the name of Jesus, my main concern would be them, not people criticizing it. My main concern would be them and stopping them from doing that, not that people are criticizing it. If there's a huge abuse scandal in the Catholic Church, I'm way more concerned about that than I am about people complaining about it or exposing it. I want it to be exposed if that's going on. It needs to be exposed because that's how you fix it. In Islam, it's everything is focused on silencing the critic. So if you have tens of thousands of young girls being abused, it's, well, keep your mouth shut about it, and we'll just come up with ways to make you guys be quiet about it. And if there's a terrorist attack, it's, okay, let's make sure you don't complain about it too much. You just, yeah, we condemn that, and then move on. Don't show where it comes from. They're just obsessed with the wrong thing. And you've got this woman. Why don't you fix the stuff in your own religion that's all screwed up? Smarter than the Dawah guys. Dawah bros are getting crushed in this one. Crushed, absolutely crushed by the Dawah babes.
To say something, y'all, we had to do more when it comes to these issues. There's a lot of pedophiles. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. Not just a lot of pedophiles. Y'all be expecting women to be obedient to a man, her husband, while simultaneously getting her head knocked up, like getting her whooped.
Like
Wow.
Allah says, and like Muhammad said you could do.
It is reality, though.
And y'all want her to be obedient. These women be getting their front teeth knocked out, bloody, broken arms, broken femurs, all types of stuff that be going on. This is not Islam. This is not Islam. This is Islam.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same. Sorry, lady, but that is Islam. That is Islam.
And you can't. I'll just point out you can't spell Islam without Islam.
That's true.
Only a few seconds left of this.
And nobody's speaking up. Nobody wants to speak about it. And it'd be like, because y'all are okay with this. Not only is y'all okay with this, it'd be like, oh, that's my aunt. He will never do that. And then it'd be mad evidence. The girl be going to the woman be going to the hospital. Nobody's doing anything about it. And that's messed up.
It sure is messed up. So yeah, guys, that is that's what's going on in the still erupting war between the Dawah babes and the Dawah bros. Dawah bros seem to be seriously outmatched on this one. Outmatched and outgunned. All of these women seem to be smarter and to have just way more common sense and frequently more creativity than the Dawah bros. And that's going to come in really handy on TikTok as they're exposing these guys.
Definitely.
Again, guys, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So if you're thinking, well, there needs to be way more of that. Yeah, that's what happens when things start. That's what happens when things just get started. They're heading in the right direction. Head in the right direction. Follow the trajectory. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Like to see more of that.
This is like such a moment where you see this happening. Like you said, this is not, we didn't see this happening like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. This is happening like now. These are clips. This is a trend on TikTok now. So yeah. So guys, really pray for these women, that because they can see the problems, but there's a disconnect there because they don't realize that this is not just the Dawah bros or Dawah boys. This is Islam. And once like I said, if you see some of the comments, they're like, oh, I might as well just become a Christian, or I might as well just leave the religion. So there's some of them see that, no, it is actually to do with the religion. It's not just the representatives, like, misrepresenting it, or like, the Dawah guys are misrepresenting it or whatever. There's some of them are making that connection. So pray for them that, God will use this to draw them out of Islam and into the arms of the Lord Jesus, because imagine that, just a mass like revolution or revival amongst the Muslim women becoming Christians. That would be amazing.
Yeah, they're waking up, and there is a disconnect, but it's only one step. It's a process. First, they see the issue, and so they pour their wrath on the men that see doing it. They don't want to go straight to the religion, I think, because it's too much of their self invested in the religion. They were born into it. They were told good things about it, and so it's a too big a step to take straight away. Because that means they've been stupid for being loyal to it for so long. But that step does come for a lot of these women.
Yeah,
it does come. It's the next step up when they see that when they try to reform it, when they try to bring it up, nothing happens, and people defend it, and people even bring verses. Even like one of them said that they're preaching about child marriage from the mosques. Then the next step will be, I'm out of here. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, and you can imagine how some of these women are reverts, so-called reverts, and some of them grew up in Islam and so on. But you can imagine, just because that's the way it was, like 10 years ago, they were still proclaiming this. Oh, Islam is a religion of women's rights, and it's all about protecting women and so on. And women convert based on this stuff. And you can imagine a lot of them still believe, oh, Islam is this great religion for women. So, okay, these guys are saying all this stuff about child marriage and how they can beat us and stuff like that. Oh, man, these guys are all wrong. But guess what? Guess what happens now? All the stuff the women are complaining about, all the stuff these women are complaining about. Oh, you guys are talking about child marriage. What kind of lunatics are you? Child marriage? Oh, my goodness. Guess what? Either critics of Islam are showing them, well, I mean, this is actually straight from Islam right here. Here it is. Here it is. Or the Dawah guys have to defend themselves by pointing to their sources, right? The Dawah guys have to say, what? You're complaining about wife beating? Well, you're complaining against Allah because it's right here in the Quran. And they'll think, wow, I just won that one. And it's actually the woman going, oh, so it's not just you, huh? The whole religion? Bad year for Dawah. Bad year for Dawah. All right, let's take these last couple super chats. You could send Malik a page a day through mail. No, I'm happy. I'm happy posting videos and sending them to him on Twitter. Rebecca was 3 times a lady. 3 times a lady. Have AP AI a rap song as Porky Pig and release it as Dr. Maloink. We can push it to the top of the charts. That's a good idea.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Maloink. Yeah, when we go to the Quran Demolition Ranch next week, I got a doctor's coat and a child's doctor kit. And Elle's going to be the nurse, and we're going to be trying to save. I'm going to be Dr. Malik. So I won't be a good doctor because I'd be a med school dropout. But we're going to try and revive one of the Qurans after they're beaten to shreds. But so anyway, Dr. Malik, you'll actually appear as a doctor trying to resuscitate one of the Qurans after we've had our way with it. Won't be pretty on the Quran Demolition Ranch. What was that?
It'll be the first time Malik is ever posed as a doctor.
Yeah.
First and last time.
Let's see. She ain't lying, though. Didn't y'all see the gay Muslimas on X? Alhamdulillah, my lover, Muslimas are becoming gay because their men are failing them. Wow. Is that something going on?
You have to look into it now.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, just giving up on men altogether. We're the only ones who can support each other, so that's another thing they would not be able to get away with in Muslim countries, unless you keep it real quiet, which happens. Ali Farfour Dawah isn't used to hearing women talk without a whiteboard. His brain is melting. Hey, Ali Dawah, I would actually think it's legitimately hilarious if you responded like that. It's like, oh, I don't even know what to do. They're responding to me with this. Where's their whiteboard? Where's these TikTok women's whiteboards, man? Where are the husbands giving them the whiteboards? Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So he made her use the whiteboard to give himself time to think because she speaks too fast.
Yeah, that's a good way to give yourself time to think. Kosovo is Serbia down with radical Islam. Yeah, radical Islam sucks, but that's just Islam. I think most of these Dawah guys are atheists. Possible. The Swedish police seem to have given up looking for Momika's murderer. I saw him burn a Quran in my backyard. Interesting. I thought they came up with a name eventually, but the guy was out of the country. So you're saying they changed their mind about that guy, or just they know who it is, they just can't find him? What is funny is that by condemning these Dawah boys' actions and beliefs about women, they are condemning Muhammad without even knowing it. Yeah, and Allah in the Quran. We had after Masad Malik tells tales of tales with the Warner, Ali Dawah's "We'll be watching" might have more meanings than one. Hey, I might have to put that on the soundboard, though. We'll be watching for any time I bring up the Warner. Fun stuff. And we have, what are we doing? What are we going to call this, Dr. D? Fempostasy? A tsunami? Maybe a wifey lanch? Those are all good. I'm screenshotting those. Those all might come in handy. All right, J and DOC. Any last thoughts on all this?
I just hope to see it continuing, and it's just getting worse and worse for Dawah on like every front. Imagine every single front they're failing. Every single front they're failing in.
But not every rear. Just ask the Warner.
Yeah, except for the Warner. Yeah, he's getting his fix. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, we're only in January.
Yep, it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse for Dawah. And the next thing we're waiting for Jake to back out of the debate, and that's going to be the next step. And then he's going to have some sort of blow up with some more Dawah guys, and it's going to create something. You know, Muhammad Hijab's getting involved now. He's making some like comments that you could tell he's talking about certain people in the Dawah scene. But, you know, they do that thing where they're like not saying names, but then you know who they're talking about kind of thing.
Yeah,
And,
so once it happens, then he can be like, you see,
Yeah.
I knew, I'm a prophet, like even greater than Muhammad.
Exactly. So it's going to keep getting worse, guys. Pray for these Muslims because they are falling apart. And it's the people who watch these Dawah guys, they are so, like, their faith is so attached to how their Dawah guys perform. And so when they see this stuff crumbling, like even the Muslims, when they were talking on Jake's stream, they were saying, do you know how many doubts I got when this came up and that came up and then this thing came up? And these guys just, they crumble when their Dawah guys crumble, they crumble. So yeah, we just got to keep praying for them and praying that God, you know, draws them. And so yeah, and we want to thank you guys all once again so much for the support and you guys' love with the fundraiser. We really, I'm watching it. It's cool, and we're really just appreciating it so much. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all.
Oh yeah, guys, and I will put that link as a pinned comment and in the description box, but I'll share it right now for anyone who wants to jump over and see and support Jay and DOC's big move to the U.S. Again, they're coming here with basically their clothes and their laptop because it's just it's not worth it to transport stuff across and have stuff shipped across the entire ocean. Way too expensive. So better to just come with just the clothes and so on that you can bring in a suitcase. But there's a link to the Give, Send, Go, trying to get them nice setup. And as I pointed out in the little video I posted, if we can get all this stuff for their little personal studio to start cranking out content, me and Thaddeus are going to try and get that set up for them, like even before they get here. We'll have to see how schedules work out, but should be cool stuff. Anyway, yeah, looking at this, so looks like this year, I mean, talking about how bad things are already halfway through January, and given what we have coming up, things are going to get way, way worse, even in January. We're not even talking about all the rest of 2026. Things are going to get way, way worse for them right now in January, especially at the end of the month. And so that'll be, yeah, we're going to have something to do. We'll have something with Salwan Momika, the 1-year anniversary of his assassination. And then the next day will be some sort of International Zut Remembrance Day. And then the next day will be Jake backing out of debates, apparently. So we'll have all that coming up. Not to mention the massive month of Quran desecration, thanks to Malik. We've got the Dawah Wars. We've got this huge revolution of Muslim women that's obviously going to pick up in 2026. And I think that we're going to start seeing some of these Dawah guys becoming apostates this year. But we'll see what happens. And last one here, peaceful Muslim equals fake Muslim, radical Muslim equals real Muslim. That's very Islamophobic. Shame on you. All right, guys. Again, I'll be live in an hour with Thaddeus. We're going to go through some of the debate between, on the one hand, AP and Issa, and on the other hand, Junior and some other guy. And we're going to check out their arguments, but also get to the infamous Junior abusing a monkey scene. So we're going to check that out. All right, guys. See y'all in a little while.